Hello everyone, we are back and we're going to be working on this area up in here, and I feel like when you zoom out it looks really just left behind. Like the whole area just seems like it's desperately waiting to be built. It just needs something. So this is what we're going to be working on. It's going to be mostly residential because we have a lot of industrial area here. We could put a little bit of office space, but mostly residential all up in here. And so that is the plan, and that is what we shall try to accomplish. So this wall barrier has been here for quite some time. It is slightly wonky, but that doesn't worry me. It gives it a little bit more of just a bit of character. And then so these roads here, I done those literally so long ago whenever I did this whole industrial space. And then I raised up this bit of land here because I was thinking, if you live here, do you want to be able to see that there's a dam right there that could potentially burst one day and flood your house and wash you away? So I raised this up just a little bit, and then we can leave the thicker trees there to kind of block out the view, because I don't think I would want to be able to see a dam right there that's really way above my house. And also I noticed some of these guys are popping up, so there's not enough customers. So I thought there would be more than enough people, because I have been putting in a lot more residential than all the other types of zoning, but I guess not. So even like right here, so we do have a big demand, but I think we can fix it. So this area, I called it North Bursk because I named this, oh actually where are all the names? For some reason the names have disappeared, but this one is called Downtown Bursk. Oh, there we go. West Bursk, Norsk, am I saying North Bursk? Then we have the industrial estate, Semlingrad, Borovsky Heights, Samivostok, and then the farmlands and the other industrial estate. Let's get started. We need to at least make some kind of road fill-in design. So let's just pause so it runs easier. So obviously, since this is the main road, I don't want to add in any more connections on here, but I do want to really fill it in with office and industrial. You can probably start with a road right there, but I want to add in just a whole lot of, maybe they can just zone it themselves, but usually they can't do that very well. So okay, for along here, let's put in the office space, and then maybe just a little bit there because it's near the roundabout, and then here we'll put in some commercial. So do I have any special commercial buildings that I could plop in? I could use this one. I've been using these guys lately, which is they're a pretty cool one. I'll add them into my mods and asset list, and if I don't, just remind me and I'll do that quickly. But these ones are pretty cool because you can drag them into place and you can make one long building. And the really cool thing about them is that you can put them in corners like that, and they just, to me, having a curve on the corner really opens up the whole space. And you just have to plop them in, and then you have to move them into place with the move it mod, which is okay. So let's just move it into place like so. And then I like how that it has the little walkway cover as well. It just makes it seem more realistic. So it's a pretty cool little asset. Let's go like that. Oh, actually, you know what I was going to do? I was going to do something else. Let me, silly me. Let's just go, select. Move them all back there like that. Now, in order for this to work, I need to okay, I need to choose this road here because this one keeps the medium in the middle. So we'll delete that one. We'll probably move another one into that area nearby, but let's actually, where is it? I want to do the parking lots. That's what I want to do. So I want to do, this is going to be the main road, and then I want to do a whole lot of parking lots in front of this commercial area. So you have to go to, not that one, I want to use just this one. This one is, I like this one. So we can hopefully bring it around in a nice curve. Actually, let's turn off annoying road guidelines again. Bring that around and connect it there like so. And ooh, look at that elevation. We'll have to fix up the elevation as we go, but so I can fix up the arrows in a minute. But if we get I don't want to add a connection here because it's so close. So maybe instead of it going all the way down to here, if we can end it about here, and then it can just go back up into there, to wherever that goes. And I want this connection here because otherwise it's a little bit hard to make the angles right for because the parking lot roads, they're just straight, you can't really curve them. So if we press Control A, there we go, you can just plop them down so we can make just a little bit of a shopping district. And I did this in another area which I'll show you guys later if I remember. I was just playing around with the area from last episode. So if you just think on the other side of the river next to the monorail station, there was a bit of a open bit of land there. So I filled that in and put in a bit of a shopping area like this just to see how it would work, and it looked quite good. So that's why I'm doing this again. And okay, we have to put it on a bit of an angle here, like so, and it overlaps a tiny little bit, which is okay, I guess. Okay, now if I remember correctly, in order to get this to work, I have to redo it again, which is this one, and then I have to force zoning, so hopefully it doesn't demolish. No, it didn't demolish the parking lots. So then we can just move these back into place how we want them. So just put you back here, and then you back down in here like so, and then you back down. Actually, come on guys, all together now. There we go. Drag you down, and then does this guy want to fit? Can he fit over? Okay, I just had a thought, why not break it up so then we can put a little parkway in the middle, because otherwise the only bit of space they would have had was this bit here. But just looking at it like that, I think it already looks pretty cool, and suddenly there's cars that are appearing, but I think, yeah, it looks pretty cool. People can actually cross here, and they can actually walk through, cars can drive through, so it's still a road, but they drive really slow. So this would be just a little bit of a shopping area, and we can probably add in a few other roads now. Let me just put all that back on. Okay, and then up the middle we'll just do some pathways to open up the whole area. I will turn off everything again, otherwise I'm going to cry. I'll put it like that, and then we'll just go like that to make the sidewalks look a little bit bigger. Connect it up through there. And then we have this yucky back alleyway, which looks a little bit, ooh, right? So do we have any other shops that we could blend it in with? I could put that one there. This one, I think, yeah, I put, this one's a little shopping centers, I think. I already put them in. Could I put that there? Is this one in the area already? Let's have a look. There's this one, which has the Russian writing on it. Then there's this one. So maybe we could leave that one. So it's Tabris now, high density commercial building, only 30 workers, which is a bit weird. How many in these ones? 14 per each one. Okay, fair enough. So I'm just thinking how I can bring this around. We might have to actually go into the the find it mod and actually find a specific type of building to plop down. And so this whole episode is a lot more of me just going through my ideas, because lately you guys have been saying, oh, we want to hear what you are actually thinking, your thought process. And to me, I always cut that out because it's a slower process, and I've always assumed that it wasn't going to be as interesting as me just skipping through those parts, if that makes sense. So we'll just see if you guys like me going through the types of buildings, finding what looks good, finding what doesn't look good. So I guess we could put that building there, and then we could leave that one there. Let's just leave it like that. And why is it always -2? God, that's annoying sometimes, that mod. Okay, so this will just be the little shopping district for the whole area. I can throw in maybe just some more shops here on the corner, and then other than that we shall move on to designing the rest of the area, and then maybe just quickly I'll just add in some small details to the area to make it look a little bit more filled in, but I'll do that off camera because it's just trees, right? So I feel like, actually, what is the noise? Let's press play. What is the noise level? So these ones do create a bit of noise, but it's not as big as this type. Or is it that type? It is that type. Okay, so we have a shopping center here, then the same one literally right there. But I don't mind. You know what? I don't mind. Okay, so we can't put too much residential in this area because of the noise issues. So that means that we are restricted to doing these types. That building looks really out of place. We could put in just this big warehouse. No, that doesn't fit there either, does it? Let's just fill in the rest of these areas. So I'm gonna put this one here, which will act as a bit of a back road for these office buildings. And again, it keeps going to -2. Do not know what is going on. There we go. The terrain is a little bit yucky. So can I blend that in? Yes, I can. Excellent. And then we'll do the same over here as well. And this is why I added in this type of road, because we're going to have lots of little connections through here. And I love how it created a bridge right there. So let's click on that one there. There we go. So it can come around the back of the shops. So that's just like a back alleyway for the shops. I'll fix up the elevations soon. And actually, you know what? For this whole area, this is probably enough connections. So the houses, their backyard will actually be the view looking out, which it isn't really much of a view, but it is slightly higher, so they have a bit of something at least. And there's a hole here, so we need to fill in that hole. Goodbye, hole. And then it's not too hilly, this area actually. Not too bad. So we can continue this road on, but it is smaller now. Not always. This one, I don't think I want to connect to the road, so let's just bring this one up here like this. The terrain is a little bit steep actually, so we'll leave it like that. Okay, we have a layout. Good. So now, do they have water? Yes, water is done mostly. There's a little bit up here. That is good. Now we need the health. So let's just shove one right there. Can we fit in this? No, I think that's a bit hilly there. We'll have to put in a crematorium. So let's just put you there. We need a fire station. I like using this fire station because it looks cool. Maybe we'll put him on the corner, so he can just zoom out to wherever he wants to go. I feel like I want it there. Better. Police. Do I have a police station? There's two there, but let's put in just a really small one up here. Just a little local one. There we go. We can... Can I move... I can mush this down into there, right? So it's like 2 and 1. Excuse me, close. Thank you. There. 2 and 1. That's good. And they both look like really old buildings, so... Excellent. School. We can have... What is this? I don't know what it is, but I feel like I want it. I want it. Is it a college? Is it... I always forget. What is it? Oh my god. Elementary school. Thank you. Is the train a little bit funny? It's a little funny, but you know what? Minor detail, not important. High school. Was this a high school? I don't think it was. You know what? Let's put in the normal high school. I haven't used the normal high school in the whole city. So maybe let's just throw him over there because they're one street back. There we go. I feel like I've never noticed this extra part of the building here. Never noticed that. Okay, we have high school, we have elementary school. I'll do a bus loop in a second. I'll do the park area off camera quickly. And then, okay, let's throw in some buildings. So I'm gonna go into Rico, and we don't need to put in huge buildings out here because it's the outskirts, right? So it doesn't need to be huge. So let's throw in maybe this one. Okay, what other low buildings do I have? I have a lot of buildings to look through, so I can maybe throw in that one. Hopefully they can deal with the noise pollution. Now here we go, these guys. These guys are what I was looking for. So I'm just gonna plop some around randomly, and then the rest of the areas will be filled in with just normal low density buildings that will appear once you zone it. So because I don't want a really filled in Russian looking area for over here, because like I said, we are really far out in the suburbs. But just do a few more. Do one there, and a few more green ones, I guess, connected to the high school. There we go, it looks like it's in the high school now. Move it over a little bit using the move it mod. Okay, I think so far it looks alright. It looks like it's blending in fine, but do I have anything else that I can chuck in? What about this building? This is a bit more of a nicer building, so we could put that along there actually. So it could look like one long housing estate, couldn't it? And I know that it just changed the terrain there, but you know what? I'm gonna leave it like that. I like that because in a lot of Russian cities you'll see a huge industrial estate, residential estate like this, and I fill in with little bits of parking there. What else do I have? It's taking me right back to the start now. Scroll, still working my new mouse. It's really noisy, I know. This one looks... I can put that there. That's really noisy there, so I better not put anything there. We might just put a park in there because it's really noisy, so who wants to live there, honestly? I think that might be it for the medium density residential type buildings, and then the rest will just be... oh wait, what's this? What's this? What is this one? No, I don't really have anywhere else to put it, do I? I can put it there. Yeah, but I think that might be it. I like this one because it has all of the trees in it as well, which makes it look a little bit more nicer. But yeah, now one final thing I want to do, I want to add in just a single little bus loop, and that bus loop is actually, let's choose which bus do I want. I think I like the Ford, which I'll show you guys in a minute. It's the one that has the bendy part. So we have this big transit area here with all of the parking, so let's make it so they can just walk over the bridge, and there's going to be one road connection there. Good. And then it'll basically just go along the outer areas. So we'll put it there. I don't want to put it too close to the intersection because that's going to be annoying. We'll put one up here. We'll put one, I guess, just like this. Actually, I don't really want to touch the roundabout. So hopefully these people don't mind. I guess they'll have to be more car independent. So we can put one there, one right here next to the shopping center, and then this one can hopefully, well, I think I've worked out the traffic here. I think the traffic is okay. So I think I can get away with putting a stop. Oh wait, no, I can't. There we go. If I put one there, it's going to go up there. So I can bring this one around, connects up to the industrial area, and then so we can remove that one, remove that one, remove that one, and add vehicle. I want no. So I want to have this one, and we can add a few of those. So they will come in very soon, which is good. And also, let's have a look at the color. Why am I thinking bright yellow, so we can see it go around? And once I see them come in, I'll show you guys what it looks like. So it's just so it all connects up the industrial area with the residential area, and hopefully that'll help with all of these guys that need more workers. And then I also noticed there's this one building down here which is annoying me because it doesn't have enough workers. So, and also I said in the last video that this was a tennis court. Turns out it's actually a mini soccer field. Mini, it's mini. That is really mini. So, oh well, I still like it. And if we go back over to here, and then I might just zone the areas, and then we shall go from there. Okay everyone, just wrapping up the build. So I just want to finish this area. So I want to put in some food trucks, and if you've been watching my channel, you know that I love using my food trucks because they are good little assets that you can use to fill in empty spaces. So you can just put them around. There's a whole group of them if you want to download them. I just think they're really cool. So it's like, what's that, sugar something, and then what's that, I can't even read that. We got Joe's Barbecue, and then we can put just like a few over here as well. It just looks better, and just looks so much better. You can put a few tables around, just like this, and then a few over here like so. And then just to fill it in, let's put a planter in the middle, and on that planter we'll put a nice big bushy tree. Actually that one's a bit big. We'll put that one, and then let's just put in some kind of tree. Let's put in the olive tree. I like the olive tree. And there we go. That's all I'm going to do for the little shopping area. And if we have a look, there's a group of cars. Let's speed it down. You can see there's already some cars parking out front, and I just like the look of it. It really opens up the whole area. And yes, there's a lot of traffic, but that's just because they're all moving in, and I always have to clarify that because there's always going to be that one person that says, oh, there's so much traffic coming in, blah 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 blah, bad designs. No, it's just all of the people moving in. Now, we have a problem. There's a lot of people wanting to go on the bus. So, first of all, let me go over here. Are there a lot of people going over to here, or I could look at it, but first of all I want to just add in a bus going the opposite way, so that just at least, oh, why is there a building in the way? But I want to just have a bus going the opposite way, just to give a bit more choice, bit of freedom, instead of just going the one way, which could be all conjectured or whatever. So this one goes back around here, back there, and there we go. Now select type, here we go again with me struggling. I want the Ford. Select type. Oh well, I can fix that up off camera, and I'll change the color to yellow later. But my guess is that I just need to do some more bus loops. So there needs to be a bus loop going over to here, and also one going down into here as well, and then that should hopefully fix the whole amount of people. But I think there's just a huge influx of. So this is the whole area, and I like how it's not really high density like all of the surrounding areas. So it really just blends into the side of the mountain, and you see that the further you go up, the more like free flowing it becomes. And if we go up here, you can see there's dirt roads going up, and there's some houses. This one's really bushy. Yeah, so I tried to blend in a lot of the trees in between all of the houses up here. We have this huge big why do I keep saying industrial estate? It's a residential estate. The only last thing that I really need to fix up is all of these little lanes. Obviously I don't want this lane to cross here because of the middle, so and if I did that, that would be just really annoying. And you'll notice that there's some of these houses, I don't remember downloading these houses, but they're just popping up everywhere, which I guess kind of fits in with the theme. They're dark, they're mysterious, they fit on the corners quite nice. And yeah, so that's pretty much all I wanted to do. I think in the next episode, I'm just going to go around the whole city and check out basically everything, make sure that everything is functioning properly, fixing up issues, fixing up minor issues, fixing up major issues. So that is the plan for next episode. But regardless, still let me know what you would like to see me do in other videos, because I am writing out a whole list of things that I really want to do. So definitely let me know what I should do, because I love reading all your comments. And doesn't this area look good? I just really like how it looks. It just looks good, just like it. So, and these buildings really do help fill in the whole curved look. And yeah, I think, oh yeah, there's one last thing I want to do. It's a sneaky little thing that I always like to do, and if you should download it too. People generator. You can just plop them down, just like that. And then basically what happens is I'll pull up another one here. Basically what happens is it makes people come to the area, so it makes the whole area look more alive, so you can just drag it into place like that, as long as it's near the road. But yeah, it just makes the area look really alive. A lot more people will come into the whole area. It just looks really cool. There's a lot of people on the bus, oh my god. So maybe that'll be something that I look at in the next episode with all of the other issues. So anyway, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you hopefully tomorrow. But don't hold me to that, but hopefully tomorrow. Okay, bye guys.